I joined a humanist organization here in Australia, and I've always considered myself for quite a while. I've always thought, essentially, I'm a humanist. If there was a word
Mhm.
that could describe me,
Mhm.
it would be that. So I'd been thinking for a while, I want to join a group, and eventually I bit the bullet and joined Humanists Australia,
Mhm.
which I'm really enjoying because I am a humanist and involved with a humanist group. The whole thing about humanism is it is for the most part for me, the main thing is that it is altruistic. It's compassionate. It cares about equality. We care about all different communities. It's all inclusive, and
Mhm.
just generally just compassionate and considering it's empathetic. It's just got all of those things. I was going through my full-on atheist
Mhm.
stage, like,
Mhm.
please wake up, apply some reason and logic. I was watching a lot of Christopher Hitchens, and I was watching Dawkins and people like that too. And yes, we have our issues with Dawkins now with his position on certain things, but nonetheless, he was an influence in my life as far as atheism goes.
Mhm.
Honestly, it's more about compassion and empathy than anything else, because if we don't have that as humans, like, we might as well forget it. Honestly, we might as well
Yeah.
forget it, because if we don't care, then nothing else in our politics or anything else is going to work out, unless top of the list is caring about people and
Mhm.
minority communities and whatever. Like, we're all just people. We're all in this together. We need to have that attitude. Otherwise, forget it. Nothing else is going to work. So,
Mhm.
yeah,
Now
that's
you were never religious, were you?
no, no, I
That's what
was
I thought.
never, yeah. I was never religious. Luckily for me, I was brought up in a family that was non-religious. We did the
Mhm.
standard things. You would have christenings in churches and weddings and do those sorts of things. But yeah, there was no conviction there to religion at all. I just kind of went along with it.
Mhm.
So yeah, I was essentially, I mean, I went through my own spiritual journey.
Mhm.
Um, but I'd say that in probably even in my teens, I had already decided that, God's not for me. There's just something not right about this. If there is such a being up there, why do we have wars and things like that? It's so basic. Why do we have famine? If this all powerful being is up there, um, why do these things all exist? And why have wars started around religion? Like, isn't that
Mhm.
the opposite of what we're supposed to be about? So from pretty young age, I figured out that no, this is dodgy.
Mhm.
But I did continue on to go through a bit of a spiritual journey, and I guess I explored the more Eastern
Mm.
ideas of religion.
Mhm.
I got interested in a guy called Eckhart Tolle a while back. What was his The Power of Now, his book, and that did actually influence me. And there was some good things in there, but once again, also just the spiritual fantasy side of it
Mhm.
was there, and they talk around in circles.
Mhm.
Those spiritual people. So ultimately, all of that journey just led me towards just being an atheist,
Mhm. Mhm.
um, which has since then developed into describing myself as a humanist, because I like all the other aspects of humanism, and I
Mhm.
do like that. Being an atheist is just not believing in God, not thinking that any gods exist, and that it stops there.
Right,
Humanism,
exactly.
yeah, humanism takes that on board, but then expands it, and it's about compassion, and it's about all those other things, applying reason and logic. It's very ethical. It's just got Honestly, it just describes me, and the one word describes me probably better than anything else. So, yeah,
Mhm.
I'm happy to go along with that.